The World War II Memorial is just such a place of remembrance as to what happened in our history. You still do see members of the Greatest Generation showing up to see their memorial.
This coin program was very special. The coins are emblematic of the Greatest Generation. There is a gold, a silver, and a clad.
We worked directly with liaisons from the Friends of the National World War II Memorial to honor the service and sacrifice of the military members and the civilians, as well as highlighting the World War II Memorial. But we had 3 coins to tell a story. What should that story look like?
I designed the obverse of the Greatest Generation commemorative silver dollar. I was particularly inspired by the series of narrative bas-reliefs in bronze at the National Memorial. I tried to emulate their features while also featuring diverse backgrounds of people I don't usually see depicted from this period.
As a sculptor, my job is to sculpt it in such a way that the coin reads well at that scale. Sculpting 6 figures and the complexity of the design was a good challenge, and I really enjoyed that.
So the design ultimately is supposed to celebrate the common man doing the work of upholding the free world.
The gold obverse, the image is the wall of stars, and each star represents 100 people that have passed during World War II. The stars just wrap around on that coin and they look beautiful.
I wanted to create and accentuate focus on those stars. The olive branch symbolizing peace is definitely an important part of that narrative, but the challenge of creating that idea of focus was something that I really thought was exciting to dig into.
I did have the privilege of sculpting the $5 gold reverse designed by Ben Sowards of the folded flag. We have 2 of these flags in my family, for both of my veteran grandfathers. And that meant a lot to me to participate, to make something that is worthy of the program.
The reverse of the clad coin. It's like if you're walking into the memorial, you're walking towards the tower.
During the design process and the planning, I knew that I wanted to show the memorial from the human point of view. I wanted to show it at an eye-level view, as though the viewer was within the space, experiencing the memorial for themselves.
Whenever we get a chance to actually use perspective in any of our designs, it actually creates depth in a coin. This particular one actually has some of the most intricate depth because it actually moves in space, which makes it that much more difficult to sculpt.
I always try to find the balance between clarity of communication and at the same time visual balance, nuance, and elegance. My design references the World War II Victory Medal. That medal depicts the allegorical figure of liberation, holding a broken sword symbolizing the end of the war. My intention was to redesign the figure, enlarging the figure within the space of the medal. This allowed me to articulate more of her face and body.
The challenge is to make it to where it doesn't look flat. To get as much volume out of the drapery and much volume out of the anatomical forms as possible. And that's very difficult to do in that type of pose. And I think we did a great job with it.
When they reached out to me and they asked if I was interested in working on the Greatest Generation commemorative coins, I quickly accepted that invite.
If not for the efforts and sacrifices of America's armed services at that time, we would be living in a very different world right now.
The ones doing the hard work of defending democracy. They were the boots on the ground.
None of us would be here had it not been for what they did. So for that, I think we should all be eternally grateful. And I fully believe that this coin set, this commemorative coin set, honors that, represents that, manifests that.
You see the history, you see the work that was put into this memorial. Courage, fight, love. Those are just several words that come to me.
They did what the nation needed. They answered the call, and then they came home and they went about their lives. Just such an amazing thing to be a part of.